Chillo there, H+III+T to boot that dang on time. Gosh dang it. I am the SeverTheBond World Heavyweight Champion. Gosh dang it. You feels me. I am the dude that runs the tube. I'm the young layup king, gosh dang it. There's some people out there trying to make me something that I'm not, but I will not allow it. It might be short sock game because I'm fresh off work, gosh dang it. But I'm H+III+T, and I always will be. But that's neither here nor there. Today, we're talking about depression. Let go. Not to put you on blast, gosh dang it, but dang on James, Lil Wayne's The GOAT, if that's your channel name. I get it confused a lot. Left a pretty interesting comment on my Q&A last night. And I just got home from work, which was absolutely horrible, by the way. My gosh, I hated every second of it, but that's neither here nor there. I was reading the comments like the second I got home, and he basically left this really long message talking about how he's dealing with depression and all the things that goes with it. And without putting all of his personal business out there, I just wanted to, instead of just leave a positive comment back, I'm the one with the channel, so I should probably be doing stuff like this. And I've kind of wanted to speak on this for a little while now. It's just when YouTubers do videos like this, people automatically assume it's like for clickbait or something like that, and I wanted to speak on it, but I didn't want to make that video because it's like, oh, he's just trying to get the views. So now that it's like a response to someone, I get to make this video. Not that I'm capitalizing off of your troubles, but let me address it in this way. I'm going to make this a series, actually, and every month we're going to talk about this until I guess we come to some form of a conclusion, gosh dang it. Let's talk about depression, gosh dang it. Not trying to plug the new album, but the new album is all about depression, but that's neither here nor there. Number one. Gosh dang it, number one. Is that just something we can sit down and it's like, okay, here's what happens. We litty more, right? It's not like one simple thing we can do and it's just solved. It's steps, and this is step number one I want you to take, James, and anyone else watching who might be going through depression and stuff. Number one is it has to be an understanding that taking your life is just not the freaking answer. Now, before I continue, I know when people tell me that, I'm always like, bro, that's so easy for you to say or something like that. And the reason why I say this, and shout out to my family who watches this, you're just gonna have to find this out on camera, my bad, sorry, but I am actually was diagnosed with mild depression. Now the reason why it was mild depression is because I am at the point to where I realize that killing myself isn't a legitimate option. I've always seen it as an option, but it's not like a legitimate option, if that makes any sense. To elaborate on the depression part just a little bit more, in high school, in the beginning of, like 9th and 10th grade, went through some stuff, gosh dang it, and actually cut myself quite a bit. Yeah, when I say I was an emo kid back in the day, I literally mean I was an emo kid back in the day. That was an old phase, but that's not here nor there. Used to cut myself. It's just, you get these it's like white noise. It's like this pressure. You don't know if it's an anxiety. It's this traceable gray feeling, and you don't know what to do about it. Like you have to find a way to escape that feeling. Some people cut themselves. I used to do that. Doesn't really solve anything in the long run, but some people turn to drugs. Some people turn to alcohol, but it's just, the problem is you're trying to address and you're trying to manage and you're trying to make this feeling go away, this feeling of apathy, this feeling of nothingness, this feeling of not caring about anyone else, including yourself. It's kind of undescribable, and I know everyone's depression is kind of different. Mine is apathy. I just don't freaking care. Like, I care about you guys, but that's because this is like something I do to this is what I feel like my purpose is or whatever, and that's why I cling to it so much. That's why I didn't want to do this freaking job so much, because I cling to things like this because it's what helps me cope through this kind of stuff. Like, You said in your comment that you were happy that I posted kind of a sillier video yesterday to cheer you up because it obviously helps you not hurt yourself or whatever. Me posting these videos helps me not do that. So it's kind of like a little bit of the exchange. Like, I make the content that makes you feel better, and me making content for you guys makes me feel better. So, it's kind of like a fair exchange or whatever. And I know I'm throwing a lot at you at once. I'm just trying to show that when I say things like killing yourself isn't an option, I'm not like just saying that like, oh, that's just because it's bad or something like that. No, it's because I'm with you too, gosh dang. Like, you feel me? I'd say up until, I'm going to say Sunday, suicide was a legitimate option for me. Now, that's not saying I've had like a gun to my head for the last 22 years or something like that, but it's just a feeling. Who's this? It's just a feeling that you're trying to escape, and you're trying to figure out how it is to do that. Now, me personally, I don't do any drugs. I don't consume alcohol of any kind. I'm straight edge, so I just kind of, I don't really suppress things. I just kind of dwell on it, and I kind of use that to help me do things in life. I use that negative dark energy basically to be creative or to do basketball or something like that. I just use it as my drive, and it helps fuel me to do everyday activities. Not everybody can do that, so when you're trying to find a legitimate escape, suicide seems like a way to make the suffering end, right? But let's really break that down for a quick second. I'm going to go two different ways. Number one, with suicide as an option, if you kill yourself, if you're religious, you go to hell, right? I'm a religious person, so if you kill yourself, you go to hell. So that right there is like, that's not a good move for me. I'm not trying to go to hell. If you're not religious, let's look at it from this point of view. If you don't believe in the afterlife, if the idea of going to hell for killing yourself doesn't like shake you or anything like that, think about it like this. If you kill yourself, what is accomplished? What did you escape? You didn't escape anything. Now, some people would say that the feeling of nothingness is a form of escape, but is it really? Because it's not like a video game where you die and it's like you can just play another game or something like that, especially for people who aren't religious and don't believe in an afterlife. Once you die, that's it. And we're not going to bring in all the people you leave behind and stuff because trust me, I understand. I hate it when people try to make it about them like, oh my gosh, if you kill yourself, what about me? What about me? It's not about you, gosh dang it. And people want to call us selfish or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's about the person. You can sit there and try and blame yourself all you want. It's about the dang on person. So I get that. I'm not even going to bring in all the people you're going to leave behind. I'm talking about you. What are you accomplishing? When you die, that's it. Wouldn't you rather spend your time here on Earth trying to figure out a way to manage it? I don't know if there's a cure for depression. I don't think there is. I'm 22. I haven't figured it out yet. Like, I just got over being suicidal like 3 days ago. So it's like, I don't know what the answer is. However, I do know trying to find a way to manage it is a lot better than just giving up. Than just giving up and dying. This is going to sound silly, but really think about it. If you kill yourself right now, right? What if Carter 5 drops at midnight? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Really, think about it like that. What are you accomplishing? You can't enjoy anything because you don't exist because you're dead. Especially if you don't believe in an afterlife. So this is just kind of part one, just kind of like an introduction. Killing yourself and harming yourself achieves nothing. And to elaborate on the harming, because we went pretty in depth on killing yourself and how that's just not a legitimate option. Hurting yourself doesn't do anything either. When I used to cut myself, I would always have to hide my arm. Like, I wear a bunch of crap on my arm. I don't do it in videos often because I film inside. But like if I'm like with Phoenix or something like that, or I'm outside, I've got like a billion things on my arm. That's not just because I think it looks cool. It's a habit from high school. I used to have like 1,000 bands on my arms and my arm sleeves and stuff like that to cover the cuts, right? You're not able to show your arm to your family or something like that. You know what I mean? And you could possibly like hurt a vein or something like that. I made a promise to God in the 10th grade that if he would make my scars go away so I could get into a private school, that I would never cut myself again. This maybe like a month ago, I was like really in a really just bad place. Again, I've gotten a lot better over the last few days, so that's why I'm like able to like just pull stuff to my memory. But about a month ago, there was a guy when I was playing basketball, and he was really freaking huge. You guys know I'm like 5'7", maybe 5'6", if we're keeping it all the way at that way. There was a really tall guy, maybe 6'6", right? And he was playing it, and he was dominating people. Myself that's that extreme apathy, not caring about other people and myself, not caring about myself, said, let me play defense on this guy. He's probably going to hurt me. See how it's self-inflicted punishment? It's not cutting myself, but it's punishing myself, right? Played against him, hurt my back, had those back spasms I've been complaining about for the last month. One day you're going to really freaking hurt yourself, and you're going to sit back and say, you know what did I achieve? I can't tell you the pain I was in, gosh dang it. More so than when I was cutting myself. But man, the pain was so ridiculous. It just woke me up. I said, what did I accomplish? Absolutely nothing. I could have been crippled. So hurting yourself and committing suicide is just not an option. What I want you guys to do, for those of you who are going through these type of things, and I'm doing it with you, gosh dang it. Like, this isn't just like me saying some stuff in this business as usual. No. I'm going to be doing this with you. We're going to regroup next month. I'm not sure the week or time or whatever, but we're going to regroup in January. What I want you to do, and I'm going to do it with you, is let's try to just have an understanding that the mindset we have to have is finding the answer. Not management. I don't think we're there yet. But finding that answer and just ingraining in our minds that hurting ourselves and killing ourselves is not that answer. I don't know what it is. We'll talk more about that next month. But for this month, let's just focus on self-harm and suicide is not the answer. I don't know what is, but it's not that. Let's focus on that. We'll regroup again in a month, and we'll talk about some more stuff later. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. James, let me know down below. How you doing? Let's talk. Gosh dang it. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. See the Triple OG put in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out. That's a great thing about SeverTheBond. I'm not like Nick's HQ, and I'm not Lil Wayne HQ. We can just have random videos like this, but let me know if this video helped you at all. If you want to share some stuff, feel free to vent down below. And if there's like a troll in the comments like pulling a Shia LaBeouf, like, just do it, ignore them. They're idiots. Focus on this. But that's not here nor there. See you guys in a couple minutes for a Lil Wayne video.